He's a mess.
Yeah, go ahead.
One question for you. When are you guys going to go ahead and confirm that Ron and Fez signed with you guys?
Ooh. All right.
Oh, I remember Ron and Fez.
Yes, hey, Fez.
For those guys, they're really funny.
We got some great Ron and Fez audio. We should play that today.
We really should. I feel bad about it because it's kind of like I know the guy. Feel bad.
What guy?
Fez. It's Fez losing his mind.
Why?
Well, it seems it was, I guess, his birthday.
Ooh.
And he was drinking a bit on the air, and he was very emotional over the past couple of months of the private things that were going on in his life, personal things.
Okay.
And he pretty much had a nervous breakdown. He lost his mind, crying hysterically on the air.
Live on the show, yeah.
Live on the show.
Because I guess it was his birthday, like you were saying, so they had him drinking as much as he could.
Yeah, they had him drinking.
And they thought it would be a fun little thing, and all of a sudden, they hit a soft spot somewhere, and he just broke down.
Because he had recently lost
opening
his grandmother, and his grandmother was in the hospital for a long time, and he was visiting, so he was pretty emotional about that whole thing. And something happened where that came to the surface, and he just lost his mind. And Ronnie's just, I know there, buddy. I know, pal. I hear you, pal. I know, buddy. That's all he could say, because Fez is just, and I went through all this in my life, and I don't know. He's just losing his mind.
Wow.
So it's very compelling, kind of funny, and a little sad.
We really like these guys a lot. There's not many people we like in the business, but Ron and Fez we like a lot.
Well, there's no one else. I can't think of one other person I like in this
Scott Farrell.
business.
Yeah, I like Brother Weeze, obviously.
I don't know any other people.
I like that Shred guy in Buffalo.
Yeah?
We like Alice and Sarah and No Name in San Francisco.
Oh, yeah, they were cool.
Very cool.
Pugs and Kelly are all right.
Kelly, great, yeah. Don Imus?
Imus I like a lot. Sean Hannity. There's a few.
Mad Max?
Who's he?
I don't know. We listened to him the other day.
He was a pretty good punk, actually.
Pretty good.
All right, where were we? Oh, the Ron and Fez audio.
Oh, right.
So these guys are good pals of ours, and Fez begins to crack. There's three short clips here, but basically Fez starts losing it live on the air.
Loses his mind.
It's like his birthday show, and they're getting him drunk, and all of a sudden he's thinking about all the stuff that's wrong in his life.
He's a very emotional man, too.
All right, here we go.
And Mikey, I swear to you in heaven, you never cut me slack once during this month. That is...
Who's Mikey?
Oh, Jesus.
Who's Mikey?
Mike D. He's one of their guys.
Oh.
Mikey D. Remember Mikey D? Mikey D. Remember the guy with the curly hair?
All right, so why is he yelling at Mike?
Why is he crying and yelling at Mike?
Yeah, we have to set this up for the new listeners. I'm a little confused, so they got to be confused. I guess he's had a tough month.
Yeah, he had a tough month with his grandmother and stuff.
His grandma, died or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you know the story?
A little bit.
Yeah, we got to set it up for the new listeners, because there's a lot of people that just don't even know who Ron and Fez are, and we got to give them a nice push here.
Basically, Mikey D was a little upset that Fez did not acknowledge his birthday. So he calls to say, you guys forgot my birthday. Meanwhile, Fez is having a tough time. He's had problems with his family and stuff, so he's very stressed out.
Oh, wasn't Fez's birthday?
Well, it was Fez's birthday, and Mikey D called Fez up to wish him a happy birthday, but then threw in the fact that Fez didn't wish him a happy birthday, which happened a couple of weeks prior.
Oh, okay. All right, let's go back to the tape.
And Mikey, I swear to you in heaven, you never cut me slack once during this month. That has probably been the worst month of my life. You never cut me slack once.
Okay, Fez, why don't we do this? Because a lot of this, I know you've had a lot of stress.
And this has been the worst month of my life.
I know, buddy.
And somehow, through some irony of God, through some joke that he finds funny, that the Supreme Being finds funny, my birthday ends up at the end of this month that I have had the most brutal time of. I'm supposed to sit here and take, and drink and have a great time and, you know, act like nothing's happened whatsoever.
I know, buddy. Here's what...
I have been brutalized through this month, and you never, ever got me 1 ounce of slack. Not once did you ever say, hey, I'm here for you. It was always, hey, I'm here for me.
Okay. Also, Fezzy.
And this was... Go ahead, Ronnie.
I just want you to know that no matter what, a lot of this is because you're drinking and you have had a hard month. And I just want you to...
It's been the most brutal month of my life.
I know it has, buddy. And
no one knows what I've been through.
I know, pal.
You can act like a man. What's the matter with you?
Wow. Man.
Don't you do it! Don't you! I got nowhere else to go! I got nowhere else to go!
Crying and yelling at Mike. You sure that wasn't Don? I backed over the little fella.
This is the worst month of my life. Little Rudy was in the driveway.
Wow, that is one emotional man.
Yeah.
He had lost his mind.
Yeah, he's just having a breakdown live on the show.
And Ronnie's just, yeah, I know that, pal.
We got
all right, then let's do this.
We got 2 more short clips.
Ooh.
It continues.
It's been absolutely insane. I had to sit there and watch and get a call every day that my grandmother was passing away.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what, Fezzy?
She held... No, you let me talk.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
She held on through every day this month. And I had to deal with it every day. Every day I got a call saying this was the last day. Ronnie, you know that.
I know that, man.
Oh, my God, this is really tough to listen to.
A family member dies, and you insult me. What the hell is the matter with you anyway?
Okay, terrific.
Wow. We have 1 more clip, Anthony.
Wow.
Very uncomfortable radio to listen to.
Fez, you're on Ron and Fez. Hey, Fez.
Our pals Ron and Fez.
I love him.
Just so everyone knows, I'm the first one in my family to move away.
Right.
Everyone else in my family is there in Pinellas Park, Florida. Everyone else was there with my grandmother when it was time to happen. My father retired tonight after all his years of work, and I couldn't be there. You know?
Right.
And it's not easy to be the one that's not there. And for someone else to come along and just accuse me of forgetting his birthday, of someone else to accuse me of, like, being selfish with my feelings, it's absolutely more than I could take, because there's nothing more in the world. When my grandmother got buried on Monday. I stayed there. I flew back to Washington, D.C. on Tuesday. You know, here's the thing. My grandmother, almost 90 years old. That's cool. I say goodbye to her. You know, we settled things. But I had to leave my family.
I know.
When they were at their absolute weakest. They had already lost someone, and then I had to look them in the eye and say, well, I'm off to D.C. Okay.
Right. Well,
all of that is on my conscience.
I know, buddy.
And for someone to say, for someone to make me feel guilty about what's going on my birthday. When, trust me, is this the place I want to be? Is this the place I should be? Probably not. It's just disgusting. It's just disgusting.
Stop whining. Stop it. Stop whining.
You had a tough day, Anthony.
Wow. Wow, man.
Fez sounds upset.
That is...
Then we got, go ahead.
Unbelievably emotional.
And Mike was probably just busting balls. Hey, you forgot my birthday.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I think Fez was, pretty drunk, too.
Yeah, of course.
I really, He was
hammered.
I've heard the guy is a professional. Many years spent on the air. I couldn't see him just, doing this unless he'd been really liquored up. From what I remember, didn't take much for old Fezzy to get drunk either. A couple of drinks, he's pretty much pretty hammered.
Well, one of these days we'll get to the bottom of the whole story.
Yeah.
I'm sure. And then I guess we got audio of Ron, losing it. Because I guess, Fezzy wasn't around because he had to go to the funeral and things like that. He was flying back and forth.
No, actually, he was in studio. He was just being very quiet for some odd reason that day.
Yeah. All right, so Fezzy was being quiet because he went through all this personal shit.
Which happened first, this Ron or the Fez,
I think the Fez clip was first.
Okay.
Yeah, and then, Fezzy's quiet maybe a day later, a couple days later, whatever. And the PD comments that Fezzy's being quiet.
Is he there? Or?
Calling in the show.
Yeah, he's calling it in. He's not pulling his weight, stuff like that.
Jesus.
Right.
Yeah.
These program directors, they're
just a bunch of
the
scumbags.
worst.
Useless pieces of meat.
All you programmers out there, you're just failed radio hosts. So you couldn't do it yourself, so now you're going to, get a whip and tell everyone else how it's done?
Yeah.
Please. So the clip is the audio isn't the best, but Ronnie just loses it and sticks up for his friend Fezzy here.
What's up, dude?
All good.
What's happening? What is it?
It's Cameron.
What's he want?
You want to know if Fez was on the show tonight?
Hey, we wanted to know if we have an effing program director, because we've never seen you this entire year. What an ass.
So the program director has to pipe in and ask if Fezzy's on the show tonight.
Yeah.
Because he's not talking much.
Right.
So Ronnie finally just has it. Or had it, I mean. What's up, Ben? You know a little bit about this?
No.
Oh, you're just, okay, all right.
It happens.
So as far as we're concerned, we've never had a program director here. So why don't you check on that? Because when I talked to New York and I brought your name up, they said he's just the secretary.
The program director we have here is the guy who watches the paint dry.
Ringing a show in the middle of it. Like you know radio. Like you've ever worked in radio other than watching G. Gordon Liddy read a paper for 3 hours a day. Jesus. You wonder why. So, Fez, what do you want to talk about? What's on? I guess you've been dogging it tonight? You're laid back?
I guess so. I apologize then. Sorry about that.
Why didn't you call him when his grandmother died and he's flying back and forth doing shows here? He doesn't get a call then. He never got a call to say thank you from him.
That was from no one. Maybe there's some more O'Reilly emails that have to be answered.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Turn your radio off. Just turn it off. You're not the program director here. You've never been one. And stop calling Brian at 9 o'clock in the morning. He works nights. And every morning he goes, guess what time I got a call today? The guy works nights. He doesn't get out of here till 12 o'clock. He's up for a couple hours. Call him afternoon. You've got nothing to say other than do the AOL plug. That's the secretary's job, by the way. It's not a program director. Just like when I said, have someone train Brian. No one did. Why? Because no one here knows how to do it. You don't know how to do it. Or do you want more out of Fez? You want him to sit around and talk about how difficult it's been for him the last month or so. No, forget that. How difficult it's been for him the last 2 years. But he keeps giving to this place. How difficult it's been for him for 2 effing years. Call him there and ask him there. Or apologize to this man. But don't ever call here and ask if he's dogging it, because nobody gives more than Fez Whatley. Anywhere I've ever worked, nobody gives more than Fez Whatley. Call here again, and I'll rip that damn phone out of the wall. I'm not playing games with you. I'm not effing playing games. I'll chase you down the damn street with it. Don't make me sit here and tell what we really want to do, Cameron, because my agent tells me to stay cool until he gets here. That's all you've got going for you right now. Because if you want to see Your Mom's Box Show, I'll do it tonight, bitch. I'll do it tonight. And I'll say exactly what takes place in these effing halls.
Oh, bravo, bravo, Ronnie. Nice.
I got to say, it's not good policy to talk to your boss like that. Ron better straighten up and fly right.
Don't talk to your program director like that.
Just like us, he doesn't have a boss. Stop. They throw these guys at you, and you know, you got to make believe they're your bosses. That's what it comes down to.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, you're my boss. Wink, wink.
And you reach a point in your career where you actually know that you don't have the boss, and he knows it, and you just do what you do.
Exactly.
That's it. Wow. That show is very emotional.
Well, they're still working for our old company, you know?
Yeah, see what it's like to work for a regular radio station?
See the difference? I mean, believe it or not, overall, we're all happy in this room, you know? Mm-hmm. We have our moments, but, you know, they're just miserable. And they want out, and they will get out. And then we'll see what happens from there.
I hear they're asking for clips of you two last week.
Yeah.
No one breathes down our neck here at all. Nobody. No, there's no, like, hey, you got to talk about this.
Mm-hmm. Because they know better.
Yeah, our major gripe had been in the past that that not enough people were involved with the show, and that we needed more assistance with things like equipment and promotions and stuff like that. But, yeah, we've had nothing as far as people breathing down our neck saying we have to do this, that, or the other thing. We come in here, we stroll in on a daily basis, do our show.
Yeah.
Leave.
Do we have time to do one more thing?
What we got?
Well, I mean, we're playing audio from other radio shows. I got some audio of Brother Weeze's show I want to share with people.
All right.
This is pretty intense stuff, though. And then we'll move on to other things. We got Andy.